Hello my dear students and welcome to Zenith Academy Online. My name is Shagufta Jaipuri and we are on part 8 of the chapter Chemical Calculations for GCSE Year 11 A-Level students. And in this video module we will be talking about titration calculations. In our previous video lecture we studied what are titrations, specifically what are acid-based titrations, what are the apparatus and the chemicals required for titrations, what is the procedure to be followed and what are the precautions. So in this video module we will be talking about the calculations part of the titration. So students, in this module we learn how to calculate the number of moles or mass of the solute in a given volume of solution of known concentration. Then we learn how to calculate the amount of acid or alkali needed in a neutralization reaction and how to calculate an unknown concentration from reacting volumes of two solutions when one concentration is known. So let's go ahead. So from our previous knowledge we know how to make a solution of known concentration. So we measure the amount of solute, we add it to a standard measuring flask because we want to make a solution of known concentration, so the volume has to be fixed. So suppose in this there is a standard measuring flask of 500 ml. So we have added a solute of the measured quantity and we are adding solvent to it. First we add a small amount of solvent, mix it thoroughly and then keep on adding the solvent to reach it to the mark, the specific mark that is there for a 500 ml standard measuring flask, so that the volume is fixed and since the amount was also fixed, so we can calculate the concentration. So from this we have prepared a solution of known concentration. Now from that we pipette out a fixed volume. So suppose this is a pipette of 25 ml. Okay. So we have taken a fixed volume from the solution. Now suppose that solution was alkali solution. So here I have now 25 ml or 25 centimeter cube of alkali. So for this alkali we know the volume and we know the concentration. Okay. Now into this we will add an indicator and suppose this acid in the burette is at 0 centimeter cube or 0 milliliter. Then we run the acid into this flask by continuously swirling the flask by opening this. So when we open this stopcock, the acid has entered into it, the acid flows into it drop wise, okay, and this level goes on decreasing. We stop it at a point where end point is reached, that is when we see a color change. When we see a color change, when all the base is reacted with acid. Okay. So suppose this is another volume that we note. So now we know the volume of this acid, and since we know the volume and concentration of this base, we can calculate the concentration of the acid that is required. So this was from our previous knowledge. Now let's see the calculation part. So now how we can calculate the concentration of solution in moles per decimeter cube. Which concentration I am talking about? This concentration. The concentration of this solution, how we can calculate. So the concentration in moles per decimeter cube can be calculated by using the formula. So we will take amount of the solute in moles. So here we have taken the amount in grams. So we converted into moles. And then the volume of solution in decimeter cube. Here you can see the volume was in milliliter, which is centimeter cube. So we divide by 1000 and make it into decimeter cube. So the first formula of titration calculations is concentration in moles per decimeter cube. So it is calculated by dividing amount of solute in moles by volume of solution in decimeter cube. Now we are interested in amount of solute in moles and also in terms of grams. So we know this formula that concentration in moles per decimeter cube is amount of solute in moles upon volume of solution in decimeter cube. So if we want to find this amount of solute in moles, what we will do? We will multiply these two. So the amount of solute in moles is concentration in moles per decimeter cube into volume of the solution in decimeter cube. Okay. Now from our previous knowledge of this chapter, we know that mass of the solute in grams can be calculated if we know the amount of solute in moles. So what we do? We take amount of solute in moles and we multiply it with relative formula mass. So students, we have to remember only these three formulas for all the titration calculations, that concentration in moles per decimeter cube is amount of solute in moles upon volume of solution in decimeter cube, and this amount can be found out by multiplying these two, and then the mass of solute can be found out by multiplying this amount with the relative formula mass. Let us see by examples. The first is how to calculate the number of moles of a solute. So we know that amount of solute or the number of moles in solute is concentration in mole per decimeter cube into volume of solution in decimeter cube. We have done this here, concentration into volume. So now here what is the volume? 25 centimeter cube, and what is the concentration? 1 mole per decimeter cube. So concentration is already in mole per decimeter cube, but volume here is in centimeter cube. So first we will have to convert centimeter cube into decimeter cube. So 25 centimeter cube can be written as 25 divided by 1000 decimeter cube, right? We have converted into decimeter, so we have divided by 1000, so it becomes 0.025 decimeter cube. So here in the formula of amount of solute in moles, we take concentration in mole per decimeter cube, which is 0.1, and we take the volume of solution in decimeter cube, which is this 0.025. So it becomes 0.0025, because here you can see after decimal 3 digits here and 1 digit here, so 4. So after decimal there has to be 4 digits. So the amount of solute in moles is 0.0025 moles. Now let's have a look at another example. Now here you are told to calculate the mass of the solute in grams. So we are doing this type of question where we calculate the mass of solute in grams. So the question is, for the previous example, calculate the mass of NaOH in 25 centimeter cube of solution, and the relative molecular mass of NaOH is given as 40 gram. So we know mass of solute is amount in moles into relative formula mass. So from a previous example, we know that amount in moles is 0.0025 and the relative formula mass is given in the question, which is 40. So we have to multiply this. 25 into 4 is 100. So 25 into 40 is 1000. And since after decimal there are 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the point comes here. So the answer is 0.1 gram. So now we know how to calculate the mass of the solute in grams. Let's go ahead. Let's see some other different types. Now the next question that arises is how to calculate an unknown concentration from reacting volumes of two solutions where one concentration is known. Now we all know that if the volumes of two solutions that react completely are known. So if we know the volume of this and the volume of this acid which has reacted with this, okay, and the concentration of one of the solutions is known, and we know the concentration of this alkali, then the concentration of the other solution can be calculated. So if we know the volumes of these two, and out of these two if we know the concentration of any one, then the concentration of the another one can be calculated. Let's look at this example. 25 centimeter cube of hydrochloric acid, HCl of concentration 1 mole per decimeter cube reacts with 20 centimeter cube of sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. Calculate the concentration of NaOH. So here For HCl, they have given the volume 25 centimeter cube and they have given the concentration which is 1 mole per decimeter cube. Now for NaOH, they have given the volume as 20 centimeter cube. You can see here 20 centimeter cube and the concentration is asked. So if we know the volumes of 2 and the concentration of 1, then we can find the concentration of the another one. So let's go ahead. Now first of all, we need to convert the volumes into decimeter cube. So first, if we talk about HCl, the volume is 25 centimeter cube. So we convert it into decimeter cube. So we divide 25 by 1000 and this comes out to be 0.025 decimeter cube. So this volume is now 0.025 decimeter cube. Now for NaOH, the volume is 20 centimeter cube. So there also I divide it by 1000 to make it 0.020 decimeter cube. So now this volume is 0.020 decimeter cube. So we have converted the volumes. Now let us find out the amount of HCl in moles. So amount of HCl in moles. This is equal to concentration in moles per decimeter cube into volume. We have already studied this and volume has to be in decimeter cube. So now we know concentration is 1. So 1.0 into volume of HCl is 0.025. So the answer is 0.025 moles. Now students, if we see the balanced equation, okay, we will understand that 1 mole of HCl is reacting with 1 mole of NaOH. Okay, but here we have found the amount of HCl to be 0.025 moles. So obviously 0.025 moles of HCl will react with 0.025 moles of NaOH. So now we know the amount of NaOH is also same because the stoichiometric ratio is 1:1. Okay, so now we know amount of NaOH in moles is also equal to 0.025 moles. Now it becomes very easy. We know the formula for calculating concentration of NaOH. So concentration of NaOH in moles per decimeter cube is equal to amount of NaOH in moles, amount of solute in moles. So here the solute is NaOH. So amount of NaOH in moles divided by the volume in decimeter cube. Now here we have calculated the amount in moles, which is equal to 0.025 and the volume we have converted here 0.020. So 0.020. So the final answer of concentration of NaOH will be in moles per decimeter cube. You just simply divide this and tell me the answer. Write the answer in the comment box. So this is how we calculated the concentration of NaOH when the volume of both of them and the concentration of HCl was known. So students, this was all about the calculations pertaining to titration. So I hope you have understood all the type of calculations that come in titrations for GCSE A-level examination. If you have any problem in any of these calculations, please go back and watch the video carefully again. If you still have the problem, please write in the comment section below and I'll be ready to help you all. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and write in the comment box. And also if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do it right away and don't forget to tap on the bell icon to receive all the notifications. We'll be uploading all the videos of physics and chemistry for GCSE A-level. So if you have really liked our content, Please share it with all of your friends and keep the learning on. Thank you and have a fabulous day.